going to be the red team. That's a green ball. Who threw that? So it looks like Andy and Filippo. That'll be red. And Tony and Angelo. They're going to be green. Center this in the scoreboard. Can I mess it up more? Whatever, that's good enough. All right. Here we are for the final round of round robin group play. The Waterside Club Black Friday tournament. These games will decide.
This game now?
Yeah, we're live. These games will decide who advances to which teams advance to the knockoff rounds. We got Andy and Filippo here from Rome, New York, versus Tony and Angelo, the home team here from Phoenix, New York. There's Tony walking into frame. Tony? Can't hear me. It's a nice ball by Tony. It's a bad camera shot and a bad bocce shot. It's Filippo here. Going to try and cover up. It's not a bad defensive ball. It's going to be in the way. It's about a foot, he says. There's Angelo standing up in the back and Andy rolling the ball. Not a great shot. Opened it up for Angelo. He's got two balls here to try and make some more points.
This one looks good.
It's a nice ball.
Second one is a little fast.
A little quick.
Make 2 points to start the game for the green team.
That'll be 2 green. For our Italian viewers, it's Armando translating. I don't know what he said, but I think it meant 2 green.
Tony's going to be the lead pointer for the green team here. Tony, Angelo, another father-son team. A lot of family teams in this tournament.
Yeah, there's a few. Andy with a shot.
Andy hits it. Looks like it's a red point. This time Tony and Angelo are going to have the home court advantage. You could say they're sporting the Waterside Club shirts.
Andy says they're in by 10 inches. See what Tony can do here. That's a point. Tony Quattrocchio, an excellent singer, father of the owner, Gabe, the owner of the club here. Very familiar with these courts.
This one looks close.
So 2 balls down for each team. Red has a point there.
They're down there measuring. Yep, they're calling it red. Angelo's going to make a good point here. If it stays in, looks good. Again, this is the last round of the group play, which means this might be a high-stakes game. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, it would be helpful to have the bracket in front of us, or maybe at least some analysis. Maybe we can get our father on that. It's long. Here comes the last ball from Angelo. Certainly not short. The ball's gone inside. I think that's going to be 1 green point there. 3-zip. Three-quarter court Paulino there from Tony.
Tony and Angelo are 0-3, so if they're going to have even a shot of getting in here, they're going to have to win this game. Andy and Filippo are 2-1 right now. Would definitely secure them a spot in the knockoff rounds if they win. But at the very least, they need to have a small point differential, I think.
So both teams could use this game. One team, for Tony and Angelo, this is a do-or-die game here. For Andy and Filippo, this will secure their spot in the knockoffs. We got some Tokalana players on the court next door, no strangers to noise. Angelo shoots.
It's his own ball.
There goes the Tokalana All-Stars. Russell Johnson and Bernie Colangelo. Tony's going to try and save the day here. 2 balls down for each team.
I've seen him do it a few times before. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled some very... Oh, he missed. He's stolen close points like that in the past. Many times.
See if Angelo can make something happen here.
Angelo's going to try something similar, it seems like.
He's going to want to leave one in front, that's for sure. That ball is a little
wide, but not a bad point. Not easy to beat.
Not a bad point, but it's wide and behind the Paulino, so
They might be able to lay on it. Looks like they're going to do that. That's a perfect ball.
Andy lays on it, pushes it back. That's 2 for the red team so far. Last ball of the frame.
He's going to try to make it 3, which would tie up the game.
And just like that, we got a tie game. 3-3.
Looks like a long Paulino toss. It's going to pass the second white line.
Bernie's going to get on the broadcast one way or another. He doesn't need a microphone.
This is a pretty good long point. It's easy to go through, miss everything, and hit the backboard if you're not careful enough.
It's a good-looking ball from Tony.
Is exactly...
Leaves it a few inches short of the backboard, so he didn't burn it. But he didn't beat the point. Let's see if he'll try another one here.
He's got a little bit of a safety net in the back there, so most likely will not burn one, but... Oh, looks like Angelo might take a shot. He's got a big target there. Hits
nice
and
shot.
Sticks it. Nice shot.
Great shot. It's 2 green points sitting there.
2 pretty good green points.
Filippo here. Ball number 2 for the red team. A little short.
A little bit short. But something to use, potentially.
Something to play on. Maybe Andy can hide one behind it.
This one is not going to be slow. And it stops in time to make the point.
1 red there. Red has 1 ball left. Green has 2. Angelo's looking to shoot something here, I think.
He's going to take that ball out, I think, right? Not sure what he was shooting there.
Front ball and Paulino, maybe? Maybe trying to create some room.
Just to get one down there, create some room. Tony's got a strong roll coming here. It might hit. Oh.
That'll do it. So Tony gives Green the point. Andy will have the last ball here for the red team.
Great roll from Tony. Just barely bumping out that ball.
Looks like it's going to be 1 red point.
Real back and forth frame on the end of the court there. This Paulino toss is not going to be nearly as close to the end, but still a pretty deep toss.
They haven't marked up the score. Pretty sure that was 1 red. I'm going to put it up. I'll fix it if I have to. Filippo's going to mark it up now. Yeah, 1 red, 4-3.
Ball might be a little bit short.
Hard to tell. It's kind of hidden to us behind the sideboard for us from where we're sitting. So all we can see is what you see. One of these days we hope to add an overhead angle to the broadcast, make it a little easier to tell, to judge distance. All in due time. Angelo with the third ball here for the green team, rolling towards their front ball a little early on the board, misses everything. That's going to be gone. So it's going to be a 4-ball waster there, that first red ball. Angelo's going to need to put in a great ball here to save the frame. Good speed. He's got the point. Looks like Andy's going to shoot this. Triple hammers for the red team.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad to hit Paulino here either. Oh.
Cuts that ball clean.
Be great.
So red's got 2 balls back and the point.
They should make 3 here if they don't screw
good.
anything up, but seems like a hard spot to get to so far, so we'll see. This ball's going to be
Oh, you don't want to move the Paulino there, though.
good.
Might have just dragged the Paulino a little too far from that front point ball.
Filippo's checking it out right now, seeing if they still have 2 points or if they're just going to have 1 now. He's saying it's only 1. So he made a good point and took 1 away. They're going to try to make a second one here. Not sure if he'll try anything fancy to get 3. No. Nice second ball from Andy. 2 more points for the red team, making it 6-3. Paulino's close to the sunny spot there on the court.
Playing the shadow game. Puts it right on top. Angelo's going to shoot this. The shot. Nice hit. Cuts it clean. And his ball's going to have the point.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be a good point.
Puts it right back. Angelo's going to have to shoot again.
Misses everything. So that ball's going to come out of the court. And that puts them in a not such a good spot for this frame.
That's it.
And in terms of the game, it almost looks like Andy and Filippo are starting to pull away with it. But you never know. Tony might save the day here.
It's a good defensive ball. I'll try and put another blocker in there. Last ball for the green team.
It's got the distance.
Little kiss.
Might
Wow.
steal the point.
He got the point. It's a great ball by Tony Quattrocchio. And he's going to shoot here. Another miss to the right. Tough shooting against the fence there on the left. You see both guys, both shooters, falling away from the fence as they shoot and consequently missing to the right. Falling to the right, missing to the right.
All he needs is another inch on this ball if he can make that happen, which he doesn't.
A little high on the board, so.
Yeah.
Tony saves the frame. Great ball.
Like I said, I've seen it done a couple times before from Tony, and he did it again this time. He's got a lot of frame-saving balls. Can be a real pain to play against. It's another good first point from Tony.
It's a good ball.
Right out in front.
Shoddy camera work. Barely skimmed the ball. Made a little room though. A hit's a hit. That goes down in the books as a tickle.
That's definitely a tickle.
Good ball from Filippo there. Angelo's going to shoot this one.
Angelo misses, which means his ball comes out of the court. And the red team again has set up pretty well here. But Tony's still got a ball, so you never know. A little bit short.
A little short, a little wide of the board.
Let's see if his son can do anything here. Angelo's ball looks pretty good from here, but it might come up a little short. Good defensive ball, though. It's blocking the board shot. Could end up coming into play still.
Strong defense. We'll see.
I was going to say,
Paulino.
I was going to say you got to try to hide your ball and shoot Paulino on that. Not easy to hide your ball, but hits it clean. And they got 3 points. They should make 4 easily. And they
Great
do.
shot, 10-4. Tony perhaps a little disappointed in himself, but he's been here before. Another sunshine Paulino here. Good distance on the first ball from Filippo.
Leaves a little bit of room, though.
Little early on the board.
Not a ball that you're probably going to shoot. But not necessarily easy to beat either.
60% of the time, you're going to not shoot that all the time.
Tony says, let me fix it. And touches Paulino, but I think still does not have the point.
Angelo's really got to make a good ball here.
Angelo.
And
No.
straight down the center. Wide of everything.
And this could actually be the game if
Could be. Gonna have to be.
the red team gets 4 points.
Little Paulino.
Got to be trying to
No.
save at least 1 point here, but looks like they couldn't do it. So
Yeah, red sitting one there.
you got to hope that Andy and Filippo screw up a little bit here and don't make 3 more points.
Gotta hope Tony and Angelo gotta hope they mess up one of these balls.
This one looks pretty good. It's going to come in for 2.
There's 12.
Right in the sunlight. This one could screw things up, but it makes it around for another one. If it makes one more here, that's going to be the game. And this one also looks good, so that's going to be it.
That'll do it.
That makes Andy and Filippo pretty certainly should make it into the tournament. Tony and Angelo are pretty certainly not going to.
They're 3-1 now, right?
I believe so, but yeah, I believe they should definitely make it in.
They're 3-1, so they'll come in first or second in their bracket, which means they automatically advance.
Tony and Angelo will not.
Tony and Angelo are, what, 0-4?
I think they're 0-4 or 0-3, yeah.
Well, that's the last game, so
0-4 then, I believe, yeah.
0-4.
Yeah,
So, would you like to join the broadcast, Dad? Okay.
I didn't watch much of the game, so I can't talk about the game.
Wow, we could talk about something else. Got a little airtime to fill here before the next game. Shouldn't be too long.
You been keeping an eye on the weather? You been keeping an eye on the weather?
No, you're fine.
You can do the weather report.
No.
I didn't know if you were online.
Yeah, we are, but we're just waiting for the next game.
Is that, did you tape that?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Yeah.
I'm going to let my wife know. You guys did a great job.
What, you weren't going to tell her if you lost?
No, I tell her either way. She's seen me lose and win.
It's live. It's still
Coming
going
out.
live right now.
Playoffs, yeah.
But if she clicks on it, she can just rewind to the beginning and watch your game.
Yeah.
we started-
We watched it last night.
Yeah.
My son's like, what? He's like dissing me. And the one girl that was there, she's like,
Say something to him.
no. She's like, your dad's on TV. She's like, you have nothing to say. Your dad got on TV. That was neat for them to not be here, but still see it.
Yeah.
So, that was awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
That was a good game. Congratulations.
Yeah, we played really well. Best point and then,
We started this right at the beginning of your game. So if she just starts it from the beginning.
When I hit the little one down, they only had 2 balls out, and I'm like, I tell Filippo, I'm like this. He's like, wait, we still got a ways to go. I'm always looking at the little one. For a big frame, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
That's Andy feeling pretty good about the victory.
We got to bring a handheld mic so we can get some post-game interviews here.
Yeah,
I think I have one at home. You have one, right?
I do. Yeah.
So, the other court here, we've got
those little stands too.
What, small mic stands?
Those little table stands, yeah.
Yeah, just. Okay, yeah, it'd be nice. We only have so much table space, but yeah. Let's see if we can get a little of this other game here on the other court.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to see it very well, but
4-3 on the other court.
Maybe
It looks
an
like Billy and his son are playing against.
Billy and Evan against John and Dino on the other court.
I don't think Billy and what is it, Evan?
Billy and Evan are green.
I don't think Billy and Evan are doing so hot so far this tournament. I think they might also be another 0-3 team.
No.
Did they win a game?
Well, don't just guess. Yeah, I think they won a game.
I might be wrong about that.
I think he's wrong about that.
Dino has been playing really well today. I saw him shoot and stick, I don't know, like 6 balls in one game.
Yeah. Shooting great.
Shooting great, pointing great.
So next up on this court will be Gabe, president and owner of the facilities here. I don't know if he's actually president of the club. I would imagine he is.
Gabe's right there in the black colored Waterside shirt.
One of our fantastic hosts.
You're
covering the wrong camera.
he thinks he's covering the stream, but
The other camera's on. It's a nice try. It's on the other camera.
we're watching you put the thing on the other camera.
Gabe, you don't mind if we keep it running for your game, do we?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's live. If you want to. It doesn't show us. I would have to go on YouTube to check. Yeah, we had like 40 last night.
Really?
Yeah. So you can, if you want, you can send the link. You know,
My brother and dad, they can watch that game now.
watch what game?
What they did. The masterpiece they just put out.
Yeah,
I shouldn't talk. I gotta play. Time to talk shit.
you're on a hot mic here too. I could probably barely hear it.
There's 5 watching right now. 5 watching right now. Pete Russo says, "Good job, Mike."
Hey, Pete. So we got Brad and Armando again here, I think, against Gabe and Keith. Armando, star of the show, everywhere he goes.
Keith is another Waterside Club local. I think this is his first tournament ever.
What?
Doing this game?
Yeah, you wanna,
Text Fury.
yeah, call him. Yeah, make sure he knows.
If you're out there and you think somebody might be interested in watching this game, go ahead and spread the word. Send the link. This is going to be Gabe and Keith versus Brad and Armando.
Yeah, let me get the scoreboard set up here.
And this is another final round game in the round-robin rounds.
I know Brad and Armando are undefeated, 3-0 coming into this game.
Yep. I think this could be an important game for Gabe and Keith. I'm not sure what their record is right now.
going to guess Brad and Armando are going to be red.
So just so you can get a feel for what's going on here, Brad and Armando are 3-0. Gabe and Keith are 2-1. And there's another team in their round robin that's also 2-1. So it could turn out that all three teams end up being.
Who's that other team?
3-1. Or wait, am I wrong about that?
I don't know. Who are they playing?
Is there 4 teams? So, but there's the crossover game. That's right. Yeah, it could turn out that all 3 teams end up being 3-1.
It's an interesting round robin format with the added crossover game between groups. Just gives those traveling, a lot of people travel here, gives people an opportunity, another guaranteed game. I'm doing everything I can to center these names on the scoreboard. That's going to be as good as it gets.
So they're entering right now just into their practice, playing one way up, and then they'll start on the way down.
Yeah, one frame of practice.
They got the matching shirt colors, which is a nice touch. They must have known they were going to be on TV today.
These guys are always TV ready.
Some more than others.
These guys. Update on our Barnett versus Dino and John game. It's 6-6 right now. Armando sticks a warm-up shot.
Again, this is just a practice round we're watching right now. Both teams just feeling the court out a little bit. Armando hits a ball pretty clean, sticks around.
32 subscribers. We had 10 subscribers yesterday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate the support.
So now we're going to be live down here.
Let's see if we can get the coin toss on camera. Armando Chaldon, the biggest arms, the greatest charm, and the most harm. Against the home team here, Gabe and Keith.
Looks like they won coin flip. I didn't see it. Maybe they flipped before.
And Brad Fair, the Volo Cholo.
Keith is going to lead off here.
Good luck, gentlemen.
A little bit chilly outside of the club today, but pretty comfortable temperature inside. Ball's going to be a little bit short, leaving some room for Brad to try to roll in here. Hard to tell how he feels about that shot, but it looks pretty good to me. He does not seem pleased, though.
Sad-eyed.
Brad's ball is just about even with the Paulino, which is good enough to make Gabe want to hit it out, and he sticks it, but that ball might come back and make the point. Looks like it did.
Gabe's own backboards come back to haunt him.
And that ball didn't come out an unreasonable amount.
No. Gabe's a hard shooter.
But that's the risky run when you play the Paulino back there. At this point, you know that stuff like that can happen, so got to think about the way you line your shots up. Stuff like that. This one's going to be short again, which means still a red point. Wonder if Brad's feeling any better about that ball now.
Gabe's trying to steer it with his body.
And it looks like it worked.
He's got the point, but they're out of balls now. Triple hammers for Brad and Armando. You see the look of concern on Gabe's face there.
Armando's going to help him out a little. See if he can amend the situation. Nice shot from Armando.
Missed it a little there with the camera. Somehow he took out both points. We're gonna sit in one. Let's see if I can see it from where I'm sitting. It's going to be gone, so it'll be one red to start it off.
One red point.
1-0 Brad and Armando. Pretty short Paulino toss there from Brad.
Decent first ball. It's left plenty of room, but it's in the way of the board. Let's see if Keith rolls straight for it, or if he tries to use the board anyway. Looks like he's rolling straight. He's using some kind of hand signals to tell his ball to do that, I guess. Worked out pretty well.
Armando's got to shoot this. Oh, bueno.
Armando misses his first shot. We'll see if he goes again. Nope. Brad's going to try to get a point in. This one's going to come up short. But, again, they got two balls kind of right in the way there. Hopefully that'll save them from losing too much here.
3 balls back for Gabe and Keith. Let's see if they can take the lead here.
Gabe possibly shooting at Paulino, hits his own ball, but sticks around to make the point again, I think. So it looks like it's still one green point sitting.
I've been a little late a few times on these camera transitions. Sorry about that. The squat. The thrust. The lean. The kick. And he gives up the point.
Gives up the point. Gabe's probably going to shoot here, see if he can get that red one out of there. That'll leave him sitting with 2 or maybe even 3. Tells his ball to hold it, but the ball does not. I'm just going to leave him with 2 points.
Nice shot, Gabe. So Gabe and Keith leapfrog into the lead 2-1.
Game on the other court is now 11-7 in favor of
The Barnetts.
the Barnetts.
Can you remind me the stakes of this game here? I know Brad and Armando are 3-0, so they're in either way.
They're 3-0. Gabe and Keith are 2-1 right now.
2-1.
And so I think there's another team in their bracket that's either 2-1 also or 3-1 right now.
So it'll come down to points.
Meaning, yeah, if there's multiple teams that are 3-1, it'll come down to points.
Have they played head-to-head? The other team that could end up with the same record, have they played head-to-head?
I'm not sure. I didn't take a picture, and I did not study the board, the charts that hard.
Be a good idea. Take a picture.
Yeah. You want me to go do it? Okay. BRB. Yeah, so I got the charts right here. It looks like Gabe and Keith are 2-1. Like I said, Mike and Lou are also 2-1. And Russ and Nico are also 2-1. That's a game that's going to happen after this.
3 teams are 2-1 in that
3
bracket.
teams 2-1 in that bracket. Brad and Armando are 3-0.
And Russ and Nico, I believe, are playing Lou and Mike next.
Yeah, you got to assume that. Well, let's see. Brad and Armando have a pretty good point differential here. They won their first game 14-3, which put them at plus 11, and then 14-10 puts them at plus 15, plus 16, plus 17. They are after their 3 games.
Who is? Brad and Armando?
Brad and Armando, and so they should be in good shape as long as they could even lose this game, as long as it's not by much. They should be perfectly fine.
Meaning they should win their bracket.
They should win their bracket, yeah.
Which I think is $125 if you win your bracket.
Yes.
Maybe more. $150 maybe?
Gabe and Keith. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm misreading this. Gabe and Keith are 1 and 2. The tally screwed me up here. Yeah, Gabe and Keith are 1 and 2. I'm sorry. Mike and Lou are also 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm like not even reading this right. And so Gabe and Keith definitely have to win this. And then they got to hope that Russ and Nico lose. so that there will be 3 teams that are 2-2 in this bracket. Brad and Armando are already going to be securing either first or second.
There's 1 red point there.
Yeah, a little confusing to explain without pointing at the numbers. But Brad and Armando are definitely headed to the elimination rounds. Gabe and Keith need to win this, and they should probably try to win this one by a lot. I'll stop talking about it now. It's a pretty good ball from Brad.
First ball.
Gabe doesn't like it. Gets rid of it. But the red ball is going to come back and make a point. Not necessarily a disadvantage for Gabe and Keith right now. Sometimes you want the other team's ball to come back and make a shitty point so you can put in a nice point right in front. We'll see if Brad does that, or if Keith does that here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see what Armando does with it. Shoots and misses pretty far to the left. Brad makes a decent point. Just not giving him anything for free here. Armando's going to try something. Armando, another good point. So they're going to have to do some work to make more than one here. But they do have 2 balls back. Other court's 13-7 right now. Again, in favor of the Barnetts. They could be playing their final frame. That one's going to be short.
Keith has a very unique stroke.
Unique, but consistently always looks the same, which you got to assume is a good thing.
Consistency is key.
This one's going to be long, and it's just going to be 1 point for Gabe and Keith here, bring them to 3-2. So a slow start to this game. No clear front runner.
You're always looking for a front runner, huh?
I'm just saying. If you're a betting person,
If you're a betting person, too bad. Yeah, you can't bet on this. Oh, 3-2 green?
Yeah, it looks like the Barnetts won over there because they're packing up their balls.
So the Barnetts advance. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out here once they calculate the final standings. 10 teams are moving. 10 out of 16 teams are going to move on. Top 2 from each group, and then 2 wild card teams.
Yeah, so I was wrong. The Barnetts were 1-2, so they had 1-1. That puts them at 2-2. It looks like in their bracket they're going to have an 0-4 team, a 3-1 team, and 2-2 teams. It's going to come down to a point differential between the 2 and 2s.
I can't hear you, Paul.
Let's see, it was 14-7. I could tell you right now. Billy and Evan looks like they're minus 6 plus 7. Looks like they're going to be plus 1 if I did the mental math right. I might be off by 1 or 2. Where Andy and Filippo, who also are 2 and 2, are going to be plus 4. So it looks right now as though Andy and Filippo will advance from that bracket. Dino and John will also advance. Billy and Evan could advance if they get the wild card, which is going to come down to what happens in all the other brackets here.
A little early on the board there. Gabe and Keith are going to be rolling ball number 3 here. Here it comes down the court. That's going to land on the red. So it's going to be a 4-ball waster there for Brad.
Brad's had a couple of those already this game, though they haven't capitalized on them as much as I'm sure they would have liked to. Let's see if they can do it this frame.
Not bad defense there by Gabe. Make it a little tougher on them.
I think Armando's going to shoot something. But we'll see. Good shot there of the partners who have never played together before, I don't think.
Not sure they've ever met each other before yesterday. Armando is the 2-time defending champion here. They're just going to try and roll in. Perhaps catch, maybe early on the board, catch the or just straight for their ball.
Wow, great point from Brad.
Great point. Let's see if Armando can add to it.
He must be happy with that, but he is not sporting a smile right now. Seems very serious.
He's focused.
Armando a little bit wide on this. And wide again. So they're going to end up with 2 more points here. 4-3. Real back and forth game. On the other court, Mike and Lou are starting off a game with Russ and Nico. I think they're just starting their first practice frame here, so try to give you updates over there as much as possible.
These are the last 2 games of the round robin. After this, we'll break to sort out all the brackets, argue about some math, and then we'll be back with the knockoff rounds, of which my partner Zachary and I will be a part of. So if only we had someone else to run the stream, we could stream our games. But in the future.
A little free advertising for
Something you can't read there?
some kind of
something?
some kind of.
Whatever beer Tony's holding?
Tony, what are you drinking?
Tony's busy. It's got a lot of heat. A lot of heat on it.
It's long.
Just gonna roll
This one
here.
looks long too.
Interesting move there. Using one of his balls early. as the shooter to try and roll in a good point there. Looks like we're going to measure something.
Yeah.
Doesn't look all that close from where we're sitting.
Wondering why he's rolling right now. Wonder if he was just really feeling like he could beat that, or maybe they're feeling like they need to switch it up. It's a real close game here, though. I don't know if the dramatic measures are going to be called for, but
Is it a dramatic measure? It's 1 ball.
wasn't it 2?
No, Keith threw the first ball.
Oh, he did.
So that's a better second ball there
Nice
for
ball
Keith.
from Keith.
Armando's going to shoot his own ball, I think.
Yeah, hits his own,
Great
sticks around,
shot.
hits everything else.
Great shot. He had to hit that ball just right. Those balls were not touching. If he didn't hit his own ball in just the right spot, he could have easily either cut his own ball out or his ball would not have stuck around.
This one goes a little long, and so it looks like they should be making a couple more points here.
It's pretty long, too.
This one looks long too, but not too
It's
long.
2 points, last ball here for the red team. See if I can follow it. Our cameras are at too high of an angle. Short. 2 red. 6-3.
Valiant attempt at the camera work there.
I did my best.
And it looks like the other court is going to be 2-0. I actually don't know in favor of whom.
I would guess Nico and Russ.
I think Nico and Russ, yeah, based on the color of the balls. This is going to be a pretty short red point here, leaving lots of room for Keith to try to come in and make a better one. With his signature style. That one looks pretty good.
That's
It's
pretty.
going to stop.
Yeah, a little heavy. It's going to be about a 3-foot point there.
A bit long, but definitely a better point than the first one. Brad's going to try to adjust.
Right there. It's got a little speed on it, too.
Yeah.
And
It's going to go right through.
Right through. See what Armando can do.
Now Armando probably wants to try to get his ball on the back green ball. That way if they try to shoot his, they might knock their own out. Maybe even hide it behind Paulino a little. We'll see where he ends up.
It's a great ball.
Great ball. Gets the point, but it is out in the open, which means it's very hittable.
Gabe shoots.
Gabe
Ball
misses the
scattered
ball.
quite a bit there. That colorful ball went back in the right corner. Came back through between the red point and the Paulino. Almost came back to make the point. Gabe's going to shoot again. Paulino out of the court.
Out
dead
of the
frame.
court this time. Makes that a dead frame, which means they got to start all the way over. He's kicking balls back to the other side of the court. Brad's throwing his hands up there. Not feeling good about that one. It's not a terrible point, but there's definitely room. A little bit of passionate debate in the background here. This one's going to come up short. See if you can adjust. This one looks better. And that's going to make a pretty good point in there. Not completely hidden, but it's an easy shot to mess up. Oh, and he goes right between. Didn't know that was possible.
Didn't know what was possible.
To get between those two balls.
From where he was standing? Yeah. Tough. These Rome guys are not known for their subtlety.
This ball also goes through.
A little bit of wine, a little bit of pizza. We're having a good time here.
This ball comes in a little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough to make the point.
Yeah, a little outside. Green's going to have 1 point here with 2 balls back.
Yeah.
Armando
might want to measure.
Armando says it's close. They're out of balls, though, so it would be up to Gabe and Keith to measure. Seems like they don't want to. There's a lot of speed on that ball.
Keith is going to come to measure now. Looks like a green point, but sometimes you got to be sure. It's calling it green by an inch. This one looks like it's coming in nicely. And I don't know if that made it that last inch that it needed. Might be a little short.
It's at least 1 green. Possibly 2.
Over on the far court, Lou and Mike have pulled ahead. It's 5-2 now in favor of them.
One green.
Keith, after some contemplation, is going to put the Paulino a little bit short on the right. Makes a pretty good ball here. Drags Paulino a little bit.
Good first ball. Let's see if Armando can hit it.
Misses again to the left.
That ball come out of the court.
Armando trying to do something here. Misses on a gentle nudge kind of shot. Brad's probably going to try to just cover up a little bit, save them from. Oh. Makes a really good ball. Does not steal the point, but comes pretty close. It's going to make it tough for Gabe and Keith to make any more here.
Might be able to bump his own ball in here, make something happen. He wanted to leave one on the outside. He does a little long. Not a very useful ball. I don't think that's where he wanted it. Gabe's going to shoot something here.
Yeah, I think I would be shooting Paulino here.
Yeah, makes sense.
Could even hit the ball clean.
Yeah. Excuse me. Ball or Paulino.
Does hit Paulino. It looks like it's in a decent spot for them now.
Yeah, I think he gave them the point. They've got 2 more balls.
They should make 3 this frame. That's going to be 1.
It's an easy
Or 2, I should
2.
say.
Yep. And here comes number 3. Should be no trouble.
It puts them back in the lead, 7-6. You can see the other scoreboard is 5-5 now, tie game. A couple of close games here, the last 2 games of the final round.
He has a real short Paulino. It's about as short as it can be. Paulino has to cross the end of the opening there where the board dips down. That is the minimum distance for the Paulino here. And Paulino's right in front of us. It's about 16, 18 inches over the line. It's a pretty short first ball there from Brad. Here comes the second.
This one's also going to be short, a little bit better, but not going to be the point.
Yeah, a little better, still short. So, see maybe if Armando can go around these balls. See if I can get this whole thing in frame here. Just about.
Tries to bump a ball in, doesn't really work.
Nothing doing there.
He's going to shoot something, I'm guessing, because or else they've got an open end of the court with Paulino sitting right out there. Hits the ball. And now they don't look so bad. They got a couple good points in there.
Yeah, the green ball's down there, though, so now they're definitely going to shoot Paulino.
Yeah.
Here comes Gabe.
Yeah, the red did not follow it too much. I think he shot that one overhand.
It's Paulino, takes it down. It's going to be 4 more points for green here. Should be.
Nice shot from Gabe.
Here's number 3.
All he really has to do is pass this back red ball, but he put some speed on the last one.
Should be looking at 11-6 here.
This ball is going to be good too. Yeah, he's going to beat the point, make a really good point actually. Always good to use those easy points as practice points.
11-6. Gabe and Keith looking to take Brad and Armando's O from their record.
We'll see. You never know.
Anybody can get to 11.
Yeah, we even got there once.
Uh-huh. Keith's first ball. Touches Paulino, about a 14-inch point. Pretty darn good. Wow. Right on Paulino, Brad steals a point. Gabe's got to shoot here.
Nice hit from Gabe. Looks like it's going to be a red point. Yep. Keith going to see if he could put a nice one in here. Beautiful camera work. And that's a really good point.
Great point.
Keith has been rolling some really good points here.
Armando's going to shoot it. Misses to the left again.
Misses to the left again.
Now what? Green's thrown 3 balls. This will be the 3rd ball from red.
You know what they say.
That was Brad rolling the ball there, so Armando's going to have the last ball for the red team.
Moves to the left once. Shame on me. Can't miss to the left, can't miss to the left again.
Wise words from our 44th president. No, sorry, 43rd president. George W. Botch.
That ball rolls all the way off the end of the court. Into the sunset.
Gabe's probably looking here to see if somehow he can finish this game. I mean, if he shoots that ball, he's going to shoot here. Try and get lucky. That's a really risky shot.
Yeah.
It might work out for him, though. That's real close.
If that's me, I'm not taking that shot.
Gabe calls too. Yeah.
You got a point. Keep the Paulino.
Tough call. Really risky shot. I think
Risky shot, not a risky.
more times than not. Not a risky situation,
Yeah.
but he made it risky.
But some people like to live on the edge, and it paid off here. It's going to be 13-6 in favor of the green team.
So game point here for Gabe and Keith. Brad and Armando, pretty low stakes game for them.
If there's any time for them to lose one, it's actually going to be right now. So
they're definitely going to move on. Question is whether or not. I guess this could potentially be a $150 game for them if they somehow lose first place in their round robin group.
Yeah, they do have a pretty solid differential here. It looks like they beat Russ and Nico, so they actually have first place secured anyway. Because even if Russ and Nico come in 3-1, they're going to win the head-to-head. So Brad and Armando already won first place for their bracket, or for their round robin, I should say.
So this game is of no consequence to them. Nice shot by Gabe. Ball number 2 here for Brad Thayer. Good ball.
Great ball from Brad.
Gabe's going to have to shoot this again.
Gabe hits, but then ricochets into his own ball. He takes that one away, leaving one red out there with not a great point, but it's going to waste another ball for the green team. This one's coming in nicely. It's going to be another good point.
So Red's got the hammer here. Armando's got 2 balls left.
Misses with the first one.
Misses to the left again. Last red ball here. He's going to shoot. Interesting. Sticks it. What a shot.
Wow. That's a real Armando.
Potential game saver there.
It's going to put him at 8-13, give him the Paulino.
I thought Green had a ball left.
You got to be feeling good about that.
Wow.
Did he shoot that off the board?
No, he shot that straight and stuck it.
I thought it came off the board a little.
So that was game point there. Armando shoots and sticks it after missing a few in a row.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
He makes the adjustment. Bang, hits it perfectly. 13-8.
And Brad's putting in a good point here. You got to keep the pressure applied if you're either team right now, really.
Gabe shoots, tickles it. It's going to come right back, though.
Yeah.
Got to shoot. Oh, he calls for the roll. Game point here. Not a bad decision to cover up.
Yeah.
Try and avoid letting the other team score any more points, but he changes his mind. Maybe that wasn't the roll signal. Maybe that was the telling himself to relax. Great shot. Hits Paulino.
Did the Paulino hit?
I don't think it did. I think if it hits above that grape area there, it's out. It's a dead frame. I don't think it did, though. But that Paulino comes back about at least 20 feet there. And that's something we've been seeing a lot of today for those shooters that shoot harder. These balls are coming off the backboard a little bit.
Yeah, especially if they hit above the bottom.
If you hit right up top where it's real solid,
Yeah, they've been coming back far.
it's going to come back. Joe Peterson sitting to my left here took a shot earlier that hit the ceiling.
I think it went straight vertical. I don't even think it went.
Shot the ball. I think the ball was right behind Paulino, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Ball was a couple inches behind Paulino. Joe shoots, hits the Paulino. Paulino goes straight up into the ceiling. dead frame. So.
Yep, they do play the ceilings dead here at the Waterside Club.
Oh. Red starts and stops. We had a little somebody from the court next door. A little moving around a little too much.
Red's throwing a long shot here, and it works. Going to give Red the point on the backboard.
Wow, so
each team has one ball back.
One ball back. Keith versus Armando here. Red's got the point. Keith's going to try and finish him off.
Red is not in a bad spot right now, though. I would not be surprised if Red came out on top here.
I mean, this is a real tough shot to execute. He's going to shoot. We haven't seen this yet. Arms locked. One arm over the other. He must be a hunter. He shoots. Hits his own ball. That might work out. Wow.
Wow. I have a feeling.
Great shot.
I have a feeling a lot of balls are going to be smashing into each other on this last one.
Armando has got to save the game here with his Armando shuffle.
It's
Trademark Armando shuffle. It's going to be game.
No.
Good game. So Brad and Armando still coming first in their bracket. That's the end. I guess it's not the end of group play. We still have one game going on the other court.
Gabe and Keith, in the meantime, are going to be 2-2. They gained 6 points on their differential, which is not going to put them positive, I don't think. So they might have a fighting chance at getting in, but it's hard to say right now. You could look at it if you feel like.
That's all right. So we're going to break here, do a little math, figure out the brackets.
We got the last game going over here is 8-7 in favor of Lou and Mike.
8-7. They have more. Both balls are green and blue. But Lou and Mike have more green on their balls, so I'm guessing that they're green.
Yeah, that is a complete guess.
Either way, it's 8-7. It's a close game. After that game ends, then we'll be able to sort out the brackets, and we will move on to the knockoff rounds. Until then, I think we'll take a break. We are playing in the knockoff round, so I'm not sure which games we'll be able to stream. Yeah. I guess get your information wherever you've been getting it. And we'll do our best to keep everyone updated. Until then, enjoy this sunny Saturday?
Yep.
Afternoon.
Sunny Saturday afternoon.
Syracuse basketball starting in less than an hour. Go Orange. Hakeem Warwick and Jerry McNamara. Syracuse just announced that their numbers are being retired. Not sure when they're going to do that, but big shout out to my childhood hero, Jerry McNamara. That's it. We're done. We'll be back.